All right, so here's the Maximus Lite. This is the first scan tool in the diagnostic line for Matco tools. This is the #1 selling scan tool on my truck because of the price point and the functionality. So I like to say this is a enhanced diagnostic trouble code reader. So it's going to do all of the ECUs in the car, including ABS and SRS. Okay, and then it has the enhanced part will be the service reset function, which we have right up here on the top. And in the service resets, right, we have some of these special functions that the techs use all the time, right? So we have ABS brake bleeding, we have parking brake resets to pull them in. If you want to regen on a mid-duty truck, you can. Replacing the injectors, you got the coating capabilities there. Oil light resets, that's a super common one. So these service resets are there. That's why I call it the enhanced version of the diagnostic trouble code reader. And then the other cool part of this tool is that unlike the more expensive Max 4, Max 5, Max Flex Pro, okay, this one you get, in those tools you have to pay for software annually, right? So this tool, all the software, all the updates are free, right? They're free. They come over the internet. It's 100% free right to the tool. Now, the counter side of that is that you can do a lot of these functions and use the tool just how it is out of the box, but you'll see the shopping carts here, right? So basically the whole idea is instead of having to pay for updates, you pay for access to bi-directional controls, only bi-directional controls. And what I mean by that is if you're turning something on in the car with your scan tool, okay, we would have to go in here, select the make, pay $25 on this tool with your credit card, and it'll unlock those bi-directional functions for 30 days for all those different models, okay? Which is cool, right? You're just paying, if you pay Ford, you get Ford Mustang, F-150, the whole line, okay? Now, what's a bi-directional control? A good one to talk about is evap systems, right? Evap systems, there's a lot of testing to do there. Charcoal canister control valve. You have other valves there that you want to turn on, turn off. You want to hear them click, right? So using the scan tool to activate something on the car, to actually turn it on and off, okay, that's bi-directional. That is something you would have to pay for to use on this tool, okay? But otherwise, everything on it is free. I'm going to run you through the tool real quick. Service resets, like we were talking about earlier, it's my favorite tab. And you'll get a few more on here, not as many as on the Max 5, okay? But you get a few more on here, and these are just those special functions you guys like to use the most. And we put them at the top, so when you plug in, and you're like, I don't need to scan this car, I just need to bleed the brakes or pull in the parking brake so I can do a brake job. You plug in, you hit service reset, and you hit brake reset, and boom, they're pulling in. So now we're not wasting time having to select which vehicle it was, run a health check, go into the brake ECU, select special functions, and then try to find it, right? And sometimes it's not where it's supposed to be with every manufacturer. So this is an awesome part of this tool. It saves you a lot of time. Okay, you do have motorcycle capability. You would have to buy well, you have motorcycle software on here. I'm actually not sure about the capabilities for that. We will have to check on that. I think that's only included in the bigger tools. Prior sessions, it's going to show you all your old DTCs, all the old cars you ran. And as you see here, we're not hooked up to anything. So this tool is battery powered, which is awesome. So if you go out and run a health check on a car in the parking lot, you just bring your tool back inside. You can review everything right there at your toolbox, okay? Right here we have our demo version, so we're going to select that, okay? Hit OK. Just selecting which software version we want. We hold 2 different software versions in all of our tools, and that's because we get the updates so fast, right as the manufacturer releases them. Sometimes they make a mistake. So if you're using your tool and it's yesterday it worked great on this car, you were able to do this function, and then today it's not, right? You can be like, oh, all right, there's a new update. Let's just go back, select the old update, and now we're still able to use the tool. So I'm going to go with a Ford today. All right, this will simulate what a health check looks like. Red is going to say you got 4 codes in your PCM. Green is going to say those ECUs are all normal. Okay, so on the screen here we got 4 uh, in the PCM. It's going to tell you what those 4 are. Okay, you can, for an extra $100 about, you can select the code assist button. That's going to tell you, that's a link with Identifix, and it's going to tell you what the majority of techs have found when they have that trouble code. You know, look here, this is the part we typically replace. This is, you know, what typically happened and why it's bad. So that is an upgrade on this. That does come free. It's included with the bigger tools, right? Same thing, Maximus Fix is a capability you could upgrade to on here. That's your diagnostic support. So that's your trouble flows, charts, wiring diagrams, technical service bulletins, your flat rate manual, all those good things. But again, free on the bigger tools. It's a add-on for this one. But anyways, so if you want to go into the ECU, just hit enter. Okay, we're going to go to our data stream. Okay, you have all the same functions here of the Maximus 5, right? It's all the same software in this tool that's in the Maximus 5, just a smaller screen. You can read about 3, if you position it right, 3 of your data lists at a time. Okay, but if you want to graph them, just like on the bigger tools, you can overlap them. Okay, you can set your values. You can take screenshots. This tool is Android based, so you can email right off of it. You want to Google on it, you can do all that kind of stuff. Downside is to this tool is it's, you know, not much storage space, right? So we're not saving a whole lot on this tool, picture wise, video wise, things like that. But kind of shows you the basic functions there. Again, has, to kind of wrap this up, has all the same software information as the Maximus 5. You unlock it and pay for those functions only when you need it, and you get updates for free. So you are corded to the car. It is not Bluetooth. You would have to step up a level for that in our line. Last thing is, this is the Toolbox. So this shows you where you update the tool settings. You want to change background information, colors, whatever. Feedback buttons included on all our tools. If something's not working right, go ahead and put your complaint in there. They'll get back to you pretty quick, 24, 48 hours. All your old health checks. Okay, TPMS, you want to read your TPMS codes, you can definitely do that. And then Maximus Fix, we talked about that. That's the you know, trouble codes, wiring diagrams, trouble flow charts, all that kind of thing. So pretty neat. It is touch screen if you've seen me there. My big old fat fingers didn't like to hit that right. But you can also toggle over here, and we're going to exit out. This is your home screen. It is Android based. Like I said, there's really not going to be much storage space for you to add any apps or anything like that onto this tool. But for the price point and the functionality, you're not locked into an annual update every year. You just, you know, this is really good for the tech that's, I need to scan something at the shop, right? Because, you know, the shop scan tool is always full. It's always busy. Somebody's using it. So it gives you a good quick scan. And then, you know, you go home on the weekend, you're doing some side work. All right, well, instead of having to ask the shop owner, hey, can I borrow your $8,000, $9,000 scan tool over the weekend? You can take your own tool home, pay $25, right, and unlock the full functioning access of a big scan tool for 30 days, right? And you can just charge that to your customers. So if you're like, okay, I'm fixing your car, just make sure you add an extra $25 onto your bill or 50, make some money off of them, right? So hopefully that answers a bunch of questions. You guys know how to find me to answer more. Have a great day.